Lifestealer. I feel like every single time I am on a panel and it gets locked in, the analysts say that they hate this hero. How do you feel about it in this lineup, and where does some of that hate come from with the Lifestealer right now, Lacoste?
I just don't feel the hero is as strong as any like other top tier carries right now, but if you have someone to, you know, buff you up like a mag, or in this case Lardar, Lifestealer can be that just unkillable beast. Like I think this hero is kind of a sleeper, but is also weaker than the rest of the carries. But if he's having a good game, like you might say, yeah, why is Lifestealer not picked more often? And I think this game's going to be the case.
Okay, it seems like it might be a good Lifestealer game. It's definitely going to be a good game to watch. This is one of the series that, all in all, you look at the schedule for today, it's one of the ones that we were definitely anticipating, and we got a great duo to cast all the action.
Very good. Total spawn.
Thank you very much, Rich. Yes, I'm here with Fogged, ready to take you through this this banger of a series. So we've seen the draft. Fogged, what do we reckon? First thing that sort of strikes out to me is that they have let NIGMA get the Weehaw bat. And
yes,
this has been a hero-player combination that a lot of teams have struggled to deal with in this Omega League. Have VP got the answer for it?
At least they have Oracle like save. They have some elusive hero with like the bat with the Ember Spirit versus the bat too. But what I've seen, I mean, I've just seen Weehaw run away with these games. He makes so much space. They're getting aggro here up on the top lane. RMN will tank most of that pressure. Okay, so bringing 3 heroes top right at the start. That means, I mean, their lanes are kind of obvious, or they have to set them up, right? Like the Ember has to go bottom, Death Prophet kind of has to go mid. You can't put the Ember versus Batrider mid just sounds like a disaster.
Sure, but I mean, it's not like, I mean, this bottom lane is still not easy for the Ember, right?
No, it's very tough for him, in fact. I think this is, Slaughter is just so good versus these melee heroes. And Ember, he's not one of those high armor melee heroes. Like the Agi heroes usually like, oh, 7 armor or something, right, to start. Ember is one of the lowest. He's at like 3 as an Agi hero at starting armor. So that physical damage definitely does hurt quite a bit, and Rubik harassment too. Yeah, it should be a tough time for LTW. Up there for sure.
And then, yeah, this mid lane will... See how this one starts early on, I guess. As the DP, I mean, how does this one go? I feel like Weehaw is still going to be able to put some pressure onto this DP, and yeah, if these stacks get up, gets the early point in Flame Break, there's still going to be opportunities where Weehaw can go in on the DP.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot about how no one controls the lane with just pushing it out constantly with Crypt Swarm. The animation on it is so damn good now, but I think it's going to be a lot about playing around like Siphon Charges too. If he can bait a Siphon Charge, that's when you'll see Weehaw start to get really aggressive. But yeah, I think watching no one, just spam like Clarities, get your bottle, your mangoes, etc. Force the wave in constantly onto the Batrider so he can't double up and just dive you.
And then top lane, as talked about in the panel, we're seeing the Lifestealer in play, but definitely to agree with sort of Lacoste's point, this is a game where a core that can, a lot of the times in this patch, feel underwhelming, can succeed, right? Because you've got a lot of great heroes to make sure that he has a great time, right? The physical burst from the Venge and the Slardar is going to allow him to hit super hard, and he's going to have that fantastic Vessel of the Bat.
2 Vessels. He's Slardar jumps inside of Slardar too. That's what we saw. I mean, it's dating back a bit much, but that was a Team NIGMA when they were Team Liquid Special. Remember the Slardar Lifestealer at Manila? That Manila Major, that's what they played every single game, so they're very familiar with it. Sure, it was with some different players and stuff like that too, but something that they're definitely very aware of. We've seen that mid matchup already. You see he's doing very well on this Death Prophet. He has level 3 now, so he's constantly nuking the wave in. Weehaw is having a tough time pushing it in. Stick charges too. Looks like no one's going to do really well in this one.
Go straight for this game.
As long as he doesn't get like dove for a kill threat, that's when he's going to do really well. He's going to be able to outlast hit this bat.
I mean, is anyone going to be making moves on either side really towards that mid lane, looking at these side lane supports?
4-minute runes, potentially. That's just about it. I don't think anyone really makes too many aggressive moves beside that solo bottom.
May just go down here. One more hit. He's got it. First blood for GH. Definitely in the lane that we did feel was going to be the toughest on the map, really. The pressure from the Rubik Slardar is not going to be fun at all for this Oracle and Ember to try and deal with in the early levels.
No, absolutely. That is really going to be the big one that we're looking for, those kills constantly. Didn't see the Oracle. He took all the pressure, and Ember Spirit's actually still farming. So that's, you know, you lose your support, but that's kind of his job to soak up that. So, you know, you're not too dissatisfied with what's going on there inside of VP. No one continuing to do good in mid, just constantly trading, hitting him.
Yeah, this is a really solid opening from no one in the mid lane.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, have a bit of an attempt onto Solo. Bash comes out from Mind Control as they'll run him down. Prep him for the final hit. There it is. They don't even need it to kill him. They can turn and use that second bash onto ILTW. Now he's in a bit of trouble. He's got the Fairy Fire and the Sleight of Fist. Will stop them from diving any further, but yeah, this pressure just relentless down bottom. But definitely, as you say though, 3.5 minutes in, the CS on ILTW, it's considering the situation, you have got to be happy that you're still able to hit the creeps and actually nearly taking down Mind Control there as he only just gets away.
Yeah, he has to wait for his regen to actually come down. GH also unhealthy. He is low though, and his Oracle has to run all the way back. It's fortunate that he's able to push them away here, because this would have been a big time where they can really get on top of him there and pressure him a lot. And yeah, I mean, Noah continued to do very well in this matchup. Rush the boots, plus the wand. He's now in a position where he shouldn't die, so he should keep his lead.
And if he does get going on, there's going to be time for people to TP in. Zayt's can come in and look for the counter players, the Earth Spirit.
He's actually getting aggro. He gets a
with
haste.
This haste ring, that should do it. I mean, Weehar's going to try and fly away with the Firefly. No one is out of mana, so no further nuke damage to come out from him. But yeah, solid stuff here from VP in this mid lane and the bottom lane. Despite those deaths, as I say, this is a hard lane for VP to play into, but they're doing it smart. They're getting the farm for their Ember.
Yep. Doing a good job with those. Last is Mind Control. He's even trying to pick up a raindrop to deal with the bridge, because he's actually not last hitting well at all.
Hello.
He's just dead.
Alrighty.
Raindrop not saving you this time.
On top lane, VP, they're getting in aggro onto RMN.
Very nice.
Surge forwards. And they're going to have this kill. VP keeping it even here so far in the first few minutes of gameplay, 2-2.
Yep, we see that bottle from top from the Darkseer being passed off to Earth Spirit. We have bounty runes coming up in a few seconds, so they're going to look to at least get the 2 up top. As bottom, looks like Team NIGMA will have control of those. No one continuing to do a good job in mid. Are they going to refill the bottle? Yeah, okay, they are. RMN refills Weeha's bottle as he TPs in.
Yeah, also going to be able to get those extra charges from the bounty rune spawning bottom. Top lane, pressure's going to be putting onto Miracle. They know with RMN coming over to mid, Miracle's a little vulnerable. He does still have the Rage and TP, so will have a way out if he feels the need to pop the 2 of them.
But the right move to make, as you said, because they see the Venge TP mid. ILTW this time. Doesn't look like he's got a way to play around it.
Ooh, the chains nearly did it. It's not enough though. The right click still coming in from GH. Top lane, Miracle turning to try and punch back into Rezo. Rezo will surge himself away. He's going to leave Zayt under the tower, but he's got to kick back onto the Lifestealer. He can step his way out of danger.
See that item build? Just the naked Midas coming out for our Lifestealer. Miracle is going all in for that one here. Picks up just a starting item, and then he's going to have it. He almost has it done already.
Yeah, if you get away with it this quick, that's the dream. Not necessarily the dream for your teammates when you see a Lifestealer go to lane and cure it straight up, but you're getting away with it. You're going to be very happy with that timing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 4 Protect 1 for a Lifestealer, not your traditional 4 Protect 1, so they really want to make sure that Miracle is a super farm beast as bottom. Getting aggressive again.
Just continuing to try and pressure ILTW as much as they can before he hits the 6. Won't be able to finish him off though, and Zayt, he's in with the counter play, he's able to find the connection onto Mind Control into the slow. ILTW is salving up, able to run back in, and with the nukes, the Sleight of Fist, and the Purifying Flames, they secure themselves another kill on this bottom lane. Just doing a great job really just across the board of making sure that all 3 lanes here for VP are off to a fantastic start. Look at the farm across all 3 cores. It's pretty much perfect on all 3 cores of VP.
Yeah, and I like how they're doing this. I mean, it's very ILTW because I think he's one of the ones that originally started doing the build, just the slight chains. Even though he's versus a lane that can't proc his Flame Guard, he doesn't care. He's playing with Oracle. He just wants that max burst damage and that little bit of extra control to go for the kills. It's working. It's absolutely working down there. They've actually, they've won. I mean, they've kind of won 2 out of the 3 lanes. Top lane is kind of a trade, but it's very close. Yeah,
it's just the fact that, yeah, they've got 3 cores in a great place. NIGMA, they're falling a little bit behind on that bottom lane with the farm and the slaughter.
Yep, we're seeing no one. Weeha is starting to catch up to him again now. Once those levels build up on the back,
can he kick him under? Kick him under. He's going to get a couple of tower hits in, but Weeha with the Firefly will be speed enough to keep his distance and even posturing very aggressively there, knowing that there's no further threat from the 2 of them.
I think no one got hit by a sticky stack right before he was looking to go in. I think he was up to 4 or 5 stacks.
So
I think he was scared. Yeah, he was scared to actually go in when the Earth Spirit did, it looked like. Yeah, it looked like they maybe had a chance, but a bit tough. See the mango tree coming out for the side of VP. Pretty good mango. They have a pretty good mango team. Everyone with some nukes. Ember always can use that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this hero Ember wants to be spamming the spells in the fights, but notoriously has a very small mana pool.
Oh, who found the Faded Brooch? It just says found by.
Someone will pick it up in a bit, I'm sure. Mind control.
Lots of rotations.
They're going to try and go from here. What sort of backups coming in from NIGMA? It isn't going to be any. GH is also going to get caught out by the chains. With the 4 of them here, VP, some of this fantastic early CIS aggression that you love to see from the squad. It's coming out. Movement from no one secures themselves a second kill bomb.
Love that they're going to be this aggressive. That's what their lineup is really going to all be about, is fighting nonstop. Sure, they have to wait on Exorcism come mid-game, but once this Darkseer is starting to get online too, he's going to join the fray. He almost has max Ion Shell and has great heroes to carry it, with that Ember Spirit in particular. So yeah, very aggressive moves. Great start off these first 9 minutes. And
he's going to seize an opportunity here to try for a freebie there. Nice flame break onto the Earth Spirit, knocks him back so he cannot roll away, but no one, he's going to go for the counterplay, popping the Exorcism, but the Firefly, it's enough for Weehar to get himself out of reach of the Ghost. No one's still trying to dive in. That final crit swarm isn't enough to get it.
What the?
He's going deep for this one, no one. He's got the Siphon, but it isn't enough, as
that's kind of a feat a little bit there.
Yeah,
he just went way too aggro.
I mean, that feels like the sign of a tilted mid, even though he shouldn't be tilted. He's having a great solid start, no one, but diving in like that, throwing everything in for a kill that you're not going to get, you can't make those plays.
No, that was, I mean, it's way too over. It's just over-aggression. It's because he popped Exorcism, and he's like, I need to make something happen with this Exorcism, but if he just backs up and farms, it's not that bad. Yeah, he just goes up and he literally just gives up a free kill. He didn't see the Venge rotating in, though, at first. He doesn't have ward coverage on that side.
Sure, but still he's taking tower hits.
Exactly. It's already such an aggressive position, so we'll get punished. We see instant smoke from NIGMA as they're setting up for these runes, the bounty runes up top. Rezo, with this bottle, wants to try to claim it, but will get halted, and they might actually have the control for it.
They're going to be able to turn on him pretty easily here, dragging him back into the clutches of Miracle. Set up a kill for the Lifestealer. GH able to head up to the high ground and grab that bounty rune. Down bottom though, punishment there for Weehar as VP, the 3 of them do get the jump on him. And even further down bottom, mind control. He'll find himself a solo kill.
Yep.
Literally.
Yes. Once Slardar hits this level 6, level 7, you start posing kill threat if anyone does show up alone. GH will get brought down from a rotation from Zayak.
A lot of back and forth here already. 7 for 7. Less than 1k in it. This is a close bit of back and forth so far. You really sort of see where the net worth varies in terms of balance. NIGMA's lineup already starting to lead towards that. Just building all around this big old Miracle Lifestealer. Yep. As he's the one taking the lead here. And he's going to find an opportunity for another kill onto Zayat.
He has so many matchups that this Lifestealer is just god. This rage in this game is going to be really potent versus so many of these heroes. They just, they're majority magic damage. You look at their team, sure, Exorcism as well as the Sleight of Fist is that strong physical damage that they'll have in the mid game, but at the moment, you know, this Lifestealer is going to definitely reign supreme when he shows up.
Yeah, at least for VP, they've got, what, a couple of silences, right? So something that he's definitely going to have to watch out for in the fights, but at the same time, he's got the save. Swaps are going to be there if he ever gets caught in a frontline silence. VP.
Being grabbed again.
Mind Control's going to come in with the TP. He's going to look over towards Solo. Solo goes straight for the false promise on him, but Weehar's in with the lasso, and there'll almost certainly be enough damage to pop Solo after the false promise comes to a finish, as NIGMA will manage to take him out.
So much action. 18 kills, 12 minutes, all focusing around mid tower now. Miracle, as we said, gonna go for the armlet build. I think it's a really appropriate build this game. He has the methods of delivery.
Oh yeah, he's ready.
Whenever you have this, you're all about fighting. Exactly. So, I like that he's gonna go for that.
And this chases Zayat.
He's in trouble.
I mean, this is the thing with the bat against the Earth Spirit. We are each and every time. It's you can't escape him. You cannot roll away. If you've already used the kick, Weehar's always going to be able to close in above you and over you. So rolling away is never really an option.
So knowing he's going to be going for this Yule Scepter this game, as you tend to on Death Prophets. However, there are plays around it. They do have Venge versus this Death Prophet who's going to be going for it. You can swap him out of the Yules, so it's not that great of a actual saving thing. Same thing of Venge versus Oracle. Oracle's cast range on False Promise early, not the greatest, so repositioning is going to be a big one. I feel going to be playing out in the mid game here for no one to try to protect himself. See that progress shortly though, as they're still trying to, they really want to press forward and get this mid tower. See even Zeiss is running toward the mid lane. they're all starting to actually run toward mid tower. It actually looks like somebody 5 heroes for VP. They want this tower.
I mean, you can see as well, I'm sure.
NIGMA's responding. They see everybody rotating in. They really want to hold this one as well.
No one's got to be careful with the cast, though. You know that GH is always going to be hunting for that Exorcism steal.
Yep.
Down bottom, RTW, they're going to be able to find the setup, but he's got the backup. Solo comes in straight away with the silence onto mind control. They'll turn and kill the Slardar. They can go for more. He's diving in deeper. ILTW is going to be able to get the chains onto the poor old Venge. Silence as well, making sure that GH cannot come in with any counterplay. We are going to go for the last set, but there's 5 heroes here ready to run him down. Zayats has the control with the kick and the silence. More kills for ILTW now, starting to get this safe lane Ember incredibly active early on.
And even though NIGMA saw all this, they see with their wards, look at the ward placement. They see everybody rotating. Mind control overplays his hand a little bit. He's still very squishy, very fragile on this Slardar.
Yeah, he's falling behind.
Yeah, he really is. Just dies almost immediately. And they're utilizing this timing. Mid-game timing, early game timing. Mech is finished up on Darkseer. Death Prophet's super strong right now. This is very ideal right now for them to be doing this and pressing the issue for this tower.
Yeah, this tower is very, very nearly taken away. No one. I mean, at the moment, they're just trying to take it without committing the ghost. An extra TP returning to lane as Weehar's back in. Now going to be able to get on top of him though with the chain. Zayats rolls forward. The silence. It catches down the Rubik. Swap from RMN, keeping Weehar safe, but the Sleight of Fist still brings him low. Aggressive breakfast by LTW. He's trying to dive in for this. No one committing with the Exorcism, pushing back RMN. RMN going for a swap on no one, trying to get him under the tower, but it ends up getting RMN killed off. They'll look over towards Mind Control as well. They're just splitting them up perfectly here, VP, forcing NIGMA to the side in a situation where they just don't have the numbers. The chains come out again. Another Sleight of Fist secures another kill for ILTW. He's going in. Ren the forward.
Oh, baby.
ILTW just going crazy here. As this Ember 6-1 and 8 at 15 minutes in, it just doesn't stop here from VP as they're diving tier 3 towers at the 15-minute mark. ILTW, he's dropping the aggro tips onto Miracle.
Holy moly, I mean that arcane rune on Ember, it really does wonders in these type of fights, these type of skirmishes, when you just start snowballing kills like that. And again, utilizing this timing. Darkseer mech, they have max ion shell, they have heroes that can use it.
Yeah, they
just run at him. Yeah, they're unable to really stop it because of how far behind, in particular, like Mind Control. Their real big frontliner besides Miracle, he is so far behind. I actually saw Mind Control, he looked like he was farming bottom, and then they're like, dude, we're getting dove way too hard. We actually need you to try to help us. He runs in and just dies immediately, so he gets set back even more. Great plays from VP so far this early game. Their calls have been on point. 17-11, setting themselves up for success.
I mean, there's some games with the VP squad where you can sort of just feel it from the first few minutes of play that, you know, they're in a very good place when it comes to the matchups, the lanes they've got. And this game, we saw it there at the beginning. All 3 cores up to a great position. And now that they've entered this early mid-game, they're just making, everything's gone to plan. You know, they've drafted these 5 heroes. They've got exactly what they wanted out of the first pre-15 minutes of the game. They're going to be able to make the moves that they planned for when they came in with these heroes.
Yeah, and they're so mobile is the biggest thing I'm noticing. Everyone just getting there so fast. Ember, Earth Spirit, Darkseer Surge, Death Prophet. Everyone just sandwiches there and gets together so quickly. Yeah, they're doing perfect job so far.
Oh, Zayats diving a little deep here. Able to get the silence on the 2 of them. TPs are coming in. Zayats, I don't know if he's able to get out of this one. He's going to try with the roll. Actually doesn't get blocked off by Miracle, but the corrosive's on him. They've got the vision as they'll dive in and will be able to claim the life of the Earth Spirit.
Has been denied.
Yeah, really still loving that aggression. Even though they do die up top, it's still a good aggressive move. They're just posturing themselves very well in this game. NIGMA, they need something to try to kind of bring them back here. So it looks like it's going to be a smoke, Mind Control. With Miracle, they're feeling a bit strong right now.
Oh, LTW. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's back and he's back in.
The silence.
Oh, hang on. Is there any save? There is. Iron Man comes into the last moment with the swap. Oh, of course, mean that Iron Man loses his life, and there's the early timing.
They want to chase more.
LCW, he hits hard now. He's got a full Deso done at 17 minutes as this Ember. He's in onto Mind Control. Mind Control trying to run. RTW is going to have the slide chains combo up again in a second and should be able to catch this. There it is. Locks him down. Solo's able to come in for for the kill secure.
Hey, I mean, he's playing this Ember actually so damn well. I love this, like, I mean, now he's starting to get the build-up of the Flame Guard, but, like, hey, just his slight chain usage so far has been insane for their chase potential. Just constantly being able to catch these heroes that, if they didn't have it, it would be tough because it's all on the Earth Spirit to really catch them. But the slight change is really making the difference. They're getting on these heroes over and over again.
Weehar's trying to skip the creeps, but he's on his own side, so no one in the neighborhood. And he's running. He's not going to make it away, though. Mid lane as well. VP, they are just everywhere. And this build as well from ILTW, if he's able to pull this off, this is going to be just so destructive. This Deso into a straight AC that he's queuing up. No defensive items. He's ready to go. He knows that he's got the saves from his Oracle, his Darkseer. He just wants to cut through these heroes, which he's been doing excellently so far. 7-1 and 10. This Ember safe lane just continues to perform. Yeah,
and I think they're starting to realize magic damage on the side of NIGMA isn't that high. Sure, it's like Fade Bolt and Bat Rider and some of these Venge Spells, but it's mostly that physical damage. So if he gets this, they're super strong. And even with this Deso right now, they can look for Roche. They can just pop Ghost with that Deso. It'll be very difficult for NIGMA.
Standing a little close here, but he's got the Force. GH. Even so, though, I mean, you've got to be careful how close you come to these heroes. We've seen with the reach that the Ember has.
Oh, God, full Greaves already, too. So Darkseer, I mean, if he gets hazed or anything up, if he gets open wounds, he has a lot of different ways to play around it now, too. That extra heal as well. And even look, this Death Prophet, he has Yules and almost Lotus Orb already done. So his armor, he's going to be good. He's going to have ways to protect himself, too.
They're just finding so many catches.
Just from lane to lane. Look at this.
They're all over the place, and no one, he's even looking for more. He's away from Arm, and he says, yeah, screw the support. Let's go and make Mind Control's life even more of a misery in this game. As they're hunting him down, bullying Mind Control out of the game as he's really falling down there. Bottom 4 net worth, and a few more deaths like that, he's going to be touching the bottom of this game.
He is not, he is not recovering very well at all after that laning phase. He's just getting bullied. No mercy by VP.
Yeah.
Getting these aggressive wards down now too. It looks like NIGMA, they're expecting that Roche to come out, but they're actually looking to stay aggressive, look for aggressive moves on VP. Look, things are looking real good for them right now. Full map control up to this 20-minute mark with a very good lineup. And I mean, in the mid-game fights and in these fights, if they do have a lead, you know, Lifestealer, his damage, it's not really the highest. He has to get enabled by that Slardar.
He's got it in his eyes. He's going to look at the backlines first, too. He's going to get on top of RMN, make sure there's no save potential for Miracle. Miracle's got to go for the Rage TP. He's got it, and he is away. Nothing to cancel through that magic immunity.
Straight to Roche. Now they've got the timing with it. They forced heroes back. NIGMA, there's no way they can test a fight here. Their actual team fight draft is, their draft isn't really about team fighting. It's about these small skirmishes and pickoffs.
It is.
They've lost them all. Yeah, they haven't been able to actually take any of the fights versus VP at all.
I think straight up so far it's just been a demonstration of how VP, they've got a strategy that counters exactly, as you say, what NIGMA wants to do when they run this Weeheart Bat Rider. This Bat Rider that we've seen just take over so many games against so many of the teams here. VP, I mean, as you do, right, you're playing against NIGMA, you've got to have a plan against the Weeheart Bat if you're laying it through the draft. And so far, VP's plan and answer towards it has seemed pretty spot on. They've come in with a way that's making it very hard for Weeheart to do anything as the bat.
And speaking of Weeheart, we see him go down here again, trying to do some shenanigans behind towers, and now also GH being chased. They have the catch too. He's got another remnant to work with, but now out of mana, out of time.
They're just everywhere, VP here. This is,
I mean, look at these TP. It's constant, right? Everyone's just TPing. They've got their 2 tier 1s still up. They can just look to make all these aggressive moves, and I mean, it's looking picture perfect right now for them. 25-12. Very mistakes. I mean, they're just, Mind Control just still has no game. He's having one of the rough ones. I think he's 1-8 in this game. How many times they've actually been able to punish him down bottom? Yeah, 1-8-5.
It's been a rough one for him.
Yeah, and we mentioned how the Lifestealer, you know, he has this Infest in the mid game. We're now really in the mid game, and I don't know. I think Slardar may just be getting the Blink Dagger now. Bat Rider didn't have his either at a time for them to utilize that either. So, yeah, he's going for the BKB. He feels like he needs it because of all this magic damage on VP. It's looking real hard for them here. Miracle, he's going to need some crazy cleanup inside of the fights. But they've already started, like we said, they've already started picking up the items to counter him. They already have this Lotus Orb on the Death Prophet.
And it just don't stop.
No, it does not.
It does not stop here from VP. ferocious and everywhere across the map.
My LTW says, screw it, I don't need AC, I'm low damage.
I mean, he's probably like, we're gonna. It's starting to see a bit of a break in the army of VP here with Solo down. He is gonna buy back.
Okay, we are lasso.
Has got the control onto no one, but they haven't quite got the damage. No one's able to use up. Miracle, he's stuck on the front line. He's silent.
He can't get him.
He can't get a single spell off. Resolution's able to run away. Only Solo falling in that fight. Everybody else kept alive, and now they're up to the high ground. And yeah, I think ILTW picks up the Chrysalis instead of the AC because he's like, I'm not even going to get the chance to finish an AC in this game. We are crushing them that hard.
Yep, and no one off to the high ground. He's full health again. Solo buys back, joins into the fight afterwards, even though he died at the start. Yeah, it's out of control here. Yeah. Miracle, he can't do this one on his own.
No, not especially not as a life stealer. They needed those plays to go more favorably for them early on, and this is a game where Miracle's farm as the life stealer. It's pretty perfect, right? He got that quick Midas. It just doesn't matter at this stage. They're 10k down. VP just continuing to go at full power this game. All 3 cores just popping off. I mean, the whole team popping off.
I think that their lanes just ended up going better than I think NIGMA expected, right? That Ember plus Oracle.
The way they play ball.
The Ember dominated. He wasn't pressured almost at all, and they just were looking for kills. Look, 110 last hits. This is not a farming Ember. This is a killing Ember. He didn't really care after he got the first start. Once he got the level 5, it was just all about the frags and just shutting down mind control. Excellent play from that bottom lane for sure.
Let's see what NIGMA can do here. They're going to try and come out with a smoke. See if they can catch someone off guard. Mind control with that setup.
Yeah,
what kind of jump can they get? VP are pretty close to one another. They can certainly return. Here's no one.
They're so rich now.
Going to lead him with a yours. Turns with the silence onto RMN. In they go on the back lines. Mind control tries to jump with Miracle. They'll turn over towards Solo. Solo, he's able to get the false promise off of himself. They can't even kill the Oracle as Solo's going to be saved underneath the wall. Miracle caught out and surrounded. They kick him over with the boulder. As it's 2 down on NIGMA, the rest of them just trying to desperately escape, but GH, there's no TP potential for him there. So many ways to cancel it. You can see there's Solo as well. He's keeping it cool.
He looks so serious.
He's in the zone.
I love it.
He knows that, that this game ain't over yet.
I don't think I've seen VP play at this kind of style of
just
slamming since the old VP, when they were just dominating games. Like, it's 32 kills in 24 minutes. Like, they are 25 minutes.
Yeah, but VP's back.
Like,
they're back. This is, if they can do more of this, they're going to be, they are a team to really be feared. If they can manage to consistently pull off this level of maneuvers in the games they play.
I just love how they're just relentless. Look at this, it's non-stop looking for kills here. Anytime that NIGMA's trying to do any sneaky cutting waves, grabbing bounties, they're gonna pay. VP is not letting them gain away with any of these.
And it's getting rough for Mind Control. You see there, he's nearly the lowest level in the game.
Yeah.
As well as nearly the lowest net worth.
And now we're full. I mean, look at the plethora of items. That Death Prophet has Lotus Orb Aghanims level 18 on top of Yules with an Essence Ring thrown on top too. Some more survivability, sure. It's really Miracle versus the world here, and the rest of his other cores are just not really there for him.
Yep. And here we have it. VP, they're ready to hit back hard with the smoke themselves. I saw the smoke of NIGMA just sort of go out with the sizzle. VP's is definitely going to hit with a bang if the last 26 minutes are anything to go by.
Just charging in, looking for a battle. They know how much stronger they are. They know that there's no way NIGMA can take a real fight. GH, he spotted bottom.
Just trying to push these lanes out. Yeah. Trying to get that money for the Blink Dagger. He's so close. He's so close, and now he's going to be 200 further away.
To the next tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just cleaning up the map now, VP.
Yeah, and look, they constantly have mangoes buried in their bags too, because of that mango tree that we mentioned early on. Yeah, they're just not giving any breathing room for NIGMA. NIGMA unable to actually take any fight. Like we said, their team fight draft is just not really there, and VP with such a lead, it's just, they're going to make it look easy really here with this push.
High ground push they go. What's going to stop them? Where's the answer from NIGMA?
Double blinks online also, so they have 3 blink daggers now on NIGMA, but do they actually have the damage to bring anybody down with those?
Warman, he's going to die to a slide.
They jump in the back line.
Awesome respect from RTW as well, letting no one finish that one over for himself. They're going to look for Miracle and mind control. They tried to commit. Chains around to Miracle. He's dragged back. He's dead. He doesn't have buyback. It's a triple kill for no one. You're probably going to see the G's being dropped soon. As this game, 37-13, just 27 minutes in. A second set of racks going down. No Miracle lifestealer for 40 seconds.
Top tower is under attack.
It's got to be over. 2 sets of racks. The lifestealer solo core. Not a whole lot of ways back in the game for Team NIGMA here versus VP.
I mean, VP will be more than happily, play this one out there.
Feels good.
Yeah, this game is going to be getting the adrenaline going here for the squad.
Yeah.
This is what they strive for as a team. This is the Dota that VP excels at.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing really is having, the way that they played around their draft, but just the way that they set up these lanes. Like the Ember bottom did better than I expected by a good amount. Death Prophet did amazing versus Bat Rider mid, and they've just been making all these smooth, natural moves just from lane to lane, just very hyper aggressive too, the way they forced the issue, right? We saw it was like, 10, 12 minutes in, even though there's wards up and NIGMA sees everything, VP still won 2 back-to-back 5-0 fights just because of the way that their lineup works and the way those lanes did progress.
Time to continue the cleanup here for VP, top lane.
Rez was like, hello, that's a Bat Rider with a BKB, but he's got backup coming near. Can he find him? Let's go for the vacuum. He sees the creeps following, sees the creeps in.
He's going to be able to set this up. He's got the BKB and the blink, so should be able to play it safe and TP out of here with the BKB.
He's trying to hold the BKB.
And he's going to need to pop it. There we go, BKB and a TP away, and he'll be fine. He'll live another day. But this tower on the top lane, the same cannot be said, as VP will take this without any contest from NIGMA.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
How do you fight? You're going to need some type of miracle here on Team NIGMA. They have to get some repositioning to get some number advantage somehow versus VP. Grab them into the base, swap them into the tier 4s, something like that, because they're just too far behind to really take just any type of real heads-up fight.
Yeah, they're smashing these fights, and they're not even spending all their money. No one holding on to 4K gold. He's ready to straight up just grab a BKB. Get himself into an even safer spot for looking to siege the high ground, take the final set of racks.
Yeah, they're in such a good spot. How long do we have on Roche? About 30 seconds. If they want to be super safe, they just play around this area, wait for that to spawn, force NIGMA's hand to fight around the Roche pit, and then they should be pretty good. As long as they don't split up. It's the only way that, I think that's the only way that VP can start to lose their lead, is if they start splitting away from each other. So just stay as a clustered 5 around Roche pit. That's what they're going to continue to do, and NIGMA gets 2 bounty runes, but yeah, not what they were looking for.
Yeah, you see a Miracles build as well. He knows the only sort of chance of getting back in is if he's able to pop the rage and actually kill someone. So he's going full on for this super hard hitting build. The Deso into Daedalus. But I mean, even then, it's just the items. You look at
so much armor on everybody now.
They've got plate mails all over the place.
34 on one hero, 28 on another. I believe Death Prophet's pretty close to that too, sitting at like a healthy 24.
Yeah, full Shiva's guard now on Reza.
Yeah. Good itemization, good preparation. Roche spawns. Easy cleanup here for VP. NIGMA they're just gonna try to get the most out of the lanes in the meantime, push them out as far as they can. But really struggling.
Yeah, an easy Roche here for VP.
1 and 11 on mind control, level 13. He's just, at this point, of course, he just can't catch up because you have to catch up through kills and everything as a Slardar. But man, they really made sure that he did not have a game.
Yeah, they just crushed him.
They really did.
Bottom tower is under
but it was, as we say in a lane that. It should have, I feel on paper, gone a little better for the Slardar.
It does feel like it.
The setup they did have down there.
They just got a little bit, I guess like a little bit outplayed here by LTW as well, Solo.
Yeah, no, it was the play from VP just all across the board. It's been outplay and a half from VP this game.
Just playing to their strengths, playing to that aggression. I see, CIS teams with their darks here sometimes, these guys, they know what they're doing with this type of aggro setup here in the mid game. NIGMA smoked again. trying to find some type of split off here, trying to catch somebody away from the 5-man unit, but VP knows. They just got to stick together.
I'll see what NIGMA can do here. They've struggled to vend on the other 2 lanes. Can they pull off anything different on this top one?
They have a repair kit at least to stall it for some slight moments here, but level 20 on the death bucket.
They're going to get the swap in on the Ember. He's got the Aegis though, so they're only going to be able to take him down the ones. Can they do it a second time? They've lost RMN. ILTW's back up.
And Miracle's just in.
And he's got no buyback on the Lifestealer. This should be the cleanup from VP, pushing them back towards the fountain.
1k crits with those slides, even going into the fountain there, letting the Ghost kind of tease him a bit.
Is under attack.
Oh, the Ghost actually nearly getting We Are. Has to be careful. It's top lane. It will be theirs. VP pushing on. NIGMA still holding on in this game, almost certainly discussing what the plan's going to be for game 2. As this game won 40-13, 20k up VP as they border on finishing this final set of racks. We are trying to step in to slow them down, but there's no pushing back this squad right now.
And he's getting gone on immediately. BKB will be popped. He's trying to push Science into the fountain, won't be able to.
GH as well, seeing if he can bait them into the fountain. But not something that VP's going to be falling for. And then they'll tap out. GG is called. VP here take game 1 against NIGMA, and yeah, VP on fire. This is virtus.pro. This is the VP that you want to see.
I miss this VP. That looks nice. I like seeing no one running around just killing everybody. Same with ILTW.